So welcome everyone. We're live from I'm in Brasilia at Hayek Global College, and I have two professors with me today. One is Professor Kamal Uddin. He's all the way in Dhaka, Bangladesh from ULAB University. Welcome, Professor Kamal. And we also have Professor Lucas Siqueira. He's in União da Vitória in the south of Brazil in Paraná. So also welcome Professor Lucas. Professor Lucas is a professor of Hayek Global College. Before we
Hello,
start
everybody.
today, I'm just going to... Oh, go ahead, Lucas. Sorry.
Sorry. Hello, everybody. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So I'm just going to do a quick countdown, and then we're going to start, okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? This is a global transmission. Hayek will be live in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Enjoy the show.
All right, and now we're back. So we're here to talk today about a COIL project that we're doing in partnership with ULAB University in Bangladesh. And we are here at Hayek Global College in Brazil. And it's an interesting project, right? Because we're gonna do it's a sort of digital exchange. Would you please just before we talk about the digital exchange program, would you please tell us about your backgrounds first? So Kamal, tell us a little bit about you and where you're coming from.
Oh, thank you. Again, I am Dr. Mohammad Kamaluddin from Dhaka, Bangladesh. So basically, I am an assistant professor of finance at University of Liberal Arts Bangladesh, ULAB. And I did my bachelor and master's focusing on finance and banking. Then I did my PhD from China on economic system analysis and management. Then I joined ULAB as a professor of finance. And here I'm enjoying. That's all.
Great. And you teach finance at the ULAB University in Bangladesh?
Yes, I teach mainly finance and other courses like microeconomics, sometimes business mathematics, even some higher level course like research methodology. And most of the courses are finance related, such as corporate finance, international finance, security analysis and management, something like this. Like that.
Very good. What about you, Lucas? Tell us a little bit about what you do.
Yeah, hi, everybody. So my name is Lucas. I live in Brazil. I was born in Rio de Janeiro. And I've always been interested in mathematics because my father was on the exact area. Like he is a naval engineer. And I wanted to do something on that kind of science. So I started mathematics, and I graduated on Universidade Federal do Paraná. And I did my master's degree also in pure mathematics in Universidade Federal do Paraná. And right away I started teaching like a math professor here in Unespar. It's the University of the State of Paraná. And I've been teaching mathematics, pure mathematics, like differential and integral calculus, analytic geometry, linear algebra, all that kind of mathematics that you can learn in a superior degree, like chemistry and engineering, all the mathematics needed.
Cool.
And I'm very pleased to work with Hayek right now because I'm going to do two things I love. That is teaching mathematics and teaching mathematics in English. That's very nice.
Yeah, just for some context here, Kamal, Brazil, everything in Brazil is in Portuguese. and we're the first university which is going to be teaching in English here and doing international education here in Brazil.
Oh, that's great. Even in Bangladesh, we use Bangla. Bangla is our mother tongue.
Oh
But
yeah,
we use English in university level. Most of the universities teach in English, but sometimes we use Bangla because mother tongue is Bangla. Definitely, it will come in the classroom sometimes.
does everybody in Bangladesh speak Bangla?
Yeah,
So that's
everyone.
the native language.
Yeah, native language.
And what about English?
English is second language. You can say second language English.
And but most universities are is also teaching in English.
Yeah, most of the universities teach in English. Most of the universities.
Great.
There are two or three universities. They are specialized and focused on Bengali language or Bangla literature. They just use Bangla in their classroom or in their campus. But most of the universities they use English in classroom, inside and outside. Yeah.
Fantastic. And tell us a little bit about the project that you guys are going to be working together with. So we have Lucas in Paraná. The students are going to be here in Brasilia, and Kamal is all the way in Dhaka, Bangladesh. And how are you going to work together? How's this going to work?
Yeah. Can I talk about something? Uh, so, Edson, we developed a project which focus in mainly in finance, and but our goal is to not to go very deep in finance, but how to compare the finance in both countries. So we want our students to know everything we can know about the other country, the culture first, and then learn everything we can about the finance of the other country. Like, Kamal, do you want to talk about the finance?
Kamal, give us some context. How's it going to work? How long is the project, and what are students going to do? Is it students in your university going to work together with students at Hayek here in Brazil, or how's that going to work?
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Actually, this course is developed to breeze algebra and business finance together. That's why I think it will be a great project because Lucas is from mathematics and I am from finance. So we are going to breeze both algebra and business finance together. And this project actually designed to explore the mathematical tools used in both algebra as well as in business finance, right? So the students will use fundamental algebraic equations and they will use it in practical financial application. They will see actually how mathematics or mathematical equations can be used to solve financial problems or to deal with real world financial things, right? So maybe the students will learn how to finance in a project, or if they need funds, how they can collect funds from different sources, maybe from banks, maybe from his friends and family. But at the time, the students will definitely they will need to find out the cost minimizing source or low cost source, and when they will go for investment, they will find the uh, higher return or the project that will give them highest return. And that's why we are thinking that the students to give them a basic understanding of finance, how to invest or how to collect fund, and in profitable way. If they collect fund, definitely they will find out the some sources at lower cost, and when they will invest fund, they will find some investment opportunity or project from where they will earn more, right? And these are basically the outcome will be they will understand. And the COIL project, basically what I understood, that it will make a bridge between students from two different countries or two different continent, right? They will talk about each country's culture, history, food, language, national celebrations, and a lot of things. They can talk about their economy, their main food, main import product or export product, or something like that. They can discuss about their business or investment decisions, and these are the things. I can give you an example. Suppose when World Cup football comes, normally in our country, people just divide into two parts, almost two parts. Almost 40% students support Argentina, another 40% supports Brazil. They have some quarrel, they have struggles. Even we have some drama, some cinema based on this. We have drama based on this. How people quarrel with each other to support Argentina and Brazil. A lot of
Really?
things.
You have a cinema in
Yeah,
Bangladesh between people
we
supporting
have
Brazil and Argentina?
drama. Yeah, I know it. People just quarrel with each other. Yeah, I love Argentina. I support Argentina. Someone said, "Oh no, Brazil will make hexa," or something like this. So these are the things. People, even maybe Brazilian students don't know about this, right? But if we can combine them in a classroom, maybe they will exchange their thoughts how people are crazy about Brazil or Argentina in Bangladesh.
Uh-huh.
And suppose Bangladeshi students know about Brazil only, they play football, they have great footballers or something like that. Maybe they don't know Brazil is a member of BRICS. Brazil is a large country, or Brazilian people speak Portuguese. Even maybe Bangladeshi people don't know.
Right.
So there will be cultural exchange. There will be exchange of their thoughts in business, finance, a lot of things. I think it is going to be a great project. Yeah, that's all. Lucas, you can add something more.
Yes, I would like to add something. So we also here in Brazil, we will want to know everything there is to know about Bangladesh's culture and about their celebrations, their food, their customs. The students, everything there is to know without actually going there, because our goal here is to make a exchange with the students, but without they don't need to travel to know everything about there. So we want to know the history of the country, because I think Brazilian people do not know a lot of Bangladesh's culture. So I think we could also start with the map where it is,
Yeah.
because it's a it's a small country, right beside
Very small
Small in
country.
geography, but there's a lot of people, right?
Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah,
yeah. So
very
all
populated countries. Yeah, very populated countries.
exactly. So all of those details, I think it's very interesting for students here in Brazil to know, and I think it's very rich to the students, because myself, I think it's very interesting to know other cultures of other countries like that. So everything there is to know about the country, the culture, uh, we will want to know at this COIL project, because it's the main goal of the project, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
And Edson, you asked about the duration of the period of the project. So we wanted to start at February 25th, and the project is designed to last about 1 month and a half, about 6 weeks, right, Kamal? And we want to do about two at most synchronous encounters uh, by Zoom or Google Meet. And we have also these two synchronous. I think uh, we could use those two encounters to just to talk about the culture and at the end, also talk about the finance and economy, because we're going to develop that in the middle. So in the middle, our intention is to develop something about the economy. So these projects, these activities, they are going to be asynchronous. So students can share their findings, their research, and just to know about the each country's economy, and they're gonna research everything about that and share in a platform like Moodle, for example.
Yeah. So this is the type of experience that I wish that I had as a student, because no, I'm already just on this conversation with Kamal and you. I'm already learning a lot about Bangladesh. I learned about the language, and I just looked up the population of Bangladesh. You have around 170 million people in Bangladesh.
Yes.
And
Yes.
just it's a much smaller country than Brazil. We have 107 million people. Just for perspective, in Brazil we have around 220 million people. So we are much bigger in size of geography,
Hmm.
and have close to the size of the population of Bangladesh, which is very
Yes.
relevant in the world economy. So that's I mean that's already some interesting things that I'm learning now, and I just can't imagine what the students are going to learn when
Yeah,
they.
people. Yeah, Brazilian students will be surprised when they will know that Bangladeshi peoples love to eat. Actually, live on rice and fish.
You
The
live on
main
rice and
food is
fish?
rice with fish. Yeah. When I was in China, when people ask me why people love rice and fish, why fish? So it's another interesting thing. Bangladeshi people live on rice and fish. The main food is rice with fish. So maybe in Brazil there are different things, right?
Do you know what Brazilians eat?
No, I don't know. I don't know. I would love to know when the course will go on. Students will share their thoughts.
We, we like rice and beans.
Oh, beans, yeah.
So instead
So
of
one is
fish, we eat
common.
beans.
Rice is common, right?
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's very common. But one thing we're gonna probably talk about at the project, but from my understanding, Brazilians do not develop, they do not do their own rice. We import from Argentina, I think, and from mostly from Argentina and from Rio Grande do Sul. It's Brazil, but uh,
The south of
close
Brazil.
to Argentina. Yeah.
Interesting. And so let's go back to the project of the students. So the students are going to be doing a practical project together, right? They have to deliver something at the end. And we're going to have students from the ULAB University joining together with students from Hayek Global College, and they're going to work together on a project. What are these students going to do as a final delivery? What do they have to turn in?
So what Kamal developed here was he gave some ideas about finance, which is not my area, but in this case, I will need his input. So as he said before, our goal is to mix algebra and finance. So we have some activities that what's the word? I forgot. That englobes.
Can I help you?
No, it's just the word I forgot.
Okay.
So algebra in business, it solving linear equations here, but this part is just algebra, just the mathematics, and then it goes to Kamal's part, which is the time value of money, for example. Do you want to talk about that, Kamal?
Yes. So time value of money, basically we will teach our students, or we will give them some opportunities to find out how the value of money, that means the purchasing power of money, changes. Hmm. Uh, because suppose if I have $100 today, maybe I buy some things with these $100, but after 10 years I cannot buy the same amount of things by these $100. So the value of money or the purchasing power of the money changes. So we will teach the students when they borrow the fund or when they lend the fund to someone, they will definitely calculate the value of the fund, value of the money. So I am lending, suppose I am giving someone 100 taka today. If he return it after 1 year, only 100, so it will be a loss for me because the today's $100 is not equal to $100 of after 1 year, right?
Right.
So based on these, we will give them. Suppose uh, if a student wants to buy a car after 10 years, which will cost suppose $1,000, and if he wants to deposit some amount of money each and every month, so how much he needs to deposit every month to make $1,000 after 10 years or something like that. The-
Okay.
these types
Can I-
of things will be given to them, and they will find out actually how much he or she needs to deposit to make an amount. Or even we can give them some investment technique. Suppose I noted, I think, NPV, net present value method. That means when you are going to invest in a project, you need to find out the whether the project is going to add value to your farm or to your life. If it doesn't add anything in monetary term, that it will be useless, right? These are the things we are going to teach them. Okay, Lucas.
I was going to add something. This
Okay.
is an excellent opportunity to also learn about something cultural of other countries. Not cultural exactly, but about the economy of each country. Because this is an opportunity to learn about the rates of the country that are applied by banks, the inflation, and everything that the graphics on each year, how it is today, how it used to be. So it goes very well in this context also.
Like, can I give an example? So
Yes. Yes.
if we're thinking about investments here in Brazil, right? We have a exchange rate, not exchange rate, but an interest rate, a yearly interest rate of about 12% a year, which is high compared to United States. But Brazilians, when they're investing, they're looking at the 12% interest rate, and they take that for granted that this is the Brazilian reality. Well, United States is a different reality. Interest rates are much lower. I have no idea how Bangladesh is, and students will have an opportunity to exchange thoughts about that and talking to people in Bangladesh who also are in the reality of Bangladesh. Right? They have no idea what the reality of
Exactly.
Brazil is.
Mhm.
So we're
Exactly.
gonna have an opportunity here to learn first, bridge the gap between finance and mathematics. Right? Sometimes we learn algebra and mathematics without having an idea what this thing is for. Well, now we're going to have the opportunity to see in practice that we have practical applications for mathematics in the finance
Yes.
world.
Exactly.
And also within the finance world, we're not going to be constrained within a certain reality, but we're also going to be comparing two very different realities, which are countries that we don't usually talk about in the world news. Brazil, Bangladesh, sometimes Europe, and at least coming from our side of the world, some Europe, United States in the news, maybe China, but we don't hear much about Bangladesh. And I'm sure
Yes.
Bangladesh only hear about soccer or other things in Brazil, not necessarily the finance part. So this is going to be a great opportunity for the students to get all these different types of perspectives.
Exactly, Edson. That's I think the most interesting thing about this project, because like I said, each country has its rates, its ways of doing business. So it's a good way for students to learn each country's reality.
Exactly. Yeah.
So Kamal, why do you think this is important for the students in Bangladesh to do a project like this?
Oh, I think
What
most
is
of
the
the
thing
things we
you
already
think that
discussed, I
they get?
think, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, you just discussed that Brazil is a very big country, in South America. Bangladesh is a small country in South Asia, right? So at least one thing, there is a match, right? South America and South Asia. So Bangladeshi students uh, know a very little about Brazil, right? What I already told you. So if they can discuss or can communicate or can have a platform to discuss the financial things or economic activities of Brazilian people, so they will actually they will their knowledge will be increased definitely about the other part of the world, and they can exchange their thoughts, they can exchange their knowledge. And I think this kind of project will help the students from both sides to engage and to, what can I say, to engage themselves in a collaborative project, right? So it will be better for their future when they will go in their workplace or when they will establish a business, maybe. Because when we teach our students, our focus is uh, you will be a businessman in future if you if you establish a business, what will do. So if the student has knowledge about other culture, other nations, so it will give them a nice background to run their business or to apply the knowledge in their job life or in their practical life. So I think this project should be more and more between different universities in different countries. That's all.
Lucas,
Yeah.
great thoughts, Kamal. Thank you. Lucas, what do you think?
So I think this is today in our world, we are more and more internationalized, if that is a word. And it's a very great opportunity for our students because our students are going to be focused in business, which is, I think, Hayek's purpose, Hayek's goal. And since the world is more and more internationalized and our focus is business, so it's very important for students to know how economy works in other countries. And that may be an opportunity for them to know how to make business in other countries because today the world, all the countries like feed the other of something and they can do business and in different ways. So today, for example, I don't know a lot about finance, but I know, for example, that, for example, here, like I said, Brazil's rates are like 12% a year. It's a very good rate if you compare with other countries like United States. But for example, United States, everybody says that it's much more safer to do business there and invest there because the economy is stronger. So we can learn something about countries that may be useful for the students to do business. Like we know this about United States, for example. If we learn something about Bangladesh, students can learn something about Bangladesh that may be interesting later when they are actually already doing business and working. They can think about something that can help them their work, their job. So this is why it's so important for them to learn about other countries, other their economies, and they can think about strategies and ways of doing business with a lot of opportunities and options they have around the world. So I think this is what students have the most to gain here in this project.
Great. We see a common theme here between what both of you said, which is the students will have a more open mindset of doing business, not just in your own country, but in a place that's very far away with a totally different culture. And that might open new opportunities as they grow professionally. That is not necessarily in one place, but in very different places in the world. And now with a relationship between Brazil and Bangladesh.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, Professor Kamal, Professor Lucas, it was an honor to be talking to you today. I'm very pleased that we're starting this collaboration with ULAB University in Dhaka, Bangladesh. And we are very pleased to have had this conversation today. Do you have any last comments to add?
Well, I would like to say that for our students or anybody that's thinking about doing any course like this, so this is a great opportunity to learn and not only about finance or algebra, but to learn about economics, about other cultures. And this is very good because we don't even need to travel to learn all of that. So it's a very good opportunity. So everybody just try to grab that opportunity.
Great. Thank you, Lucas. Kamal?
Yeah, actually, this type of course give the students opportunity to be culturally aware, and they will find a global perspective. They can develop their communication skill, language skill, or virtual communication. They can increase their teamwork or collaborative efforts. They can enhance their engagement in global issues. They can gain their self-confidence. A lot of things. It will be a great opportunity for them, I think. Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you very much again, and good afternoon, good night for Kamal, and good morning for Lucas.
Thank you.
Good
Thank you.
morning.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you very much, Kamal. Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Edson.
Lucas.